Hey world, I'm back. This is Michael David Cobb Bowen for Cobb Vision, talking about Cosmopolitan EDC and how we are keeping ourselves healthy and secure in this crazy world that we live in. So, I just talked about diet. Now I'm going to talk about exercise. And in Los Angeles, in Southern California, there are all kinds of exercise trends, all kinds of exercise places to go, expensive gyms, cheap gyms. What you really need to do is find a very tough place where the workout is more than you can handle. And then know that you're sweating, know that you're working, know that you're going to be sore, and know that you've really done something. Until you get to that level where you're kind of broken, you're just kidding yourself, because there's going to be a heart attack in your future, or a stroke in your future, or something very, very painful in your future that's going to make you say, I really could have pushed myself a little bit harder. So you got to have commitment, but you got to have commitment to something that's painful, that hurts, that shocks your system, that makes you say, wow, I'm glad I survived that. And that's the level that I get with the people that I work out with. Now, I'm going to give you a typical idea of what that kind of workout is. And I did that this morning. I go Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And since I got this Fitbit thing, it's telling me I should take 10,000 steps a day. I don't. Even today, I'm up to 5,100, and it's just the afternoon. So that's unusual because I ran a few laps this morning. But let me just give you an idea. Now, I may forget some of these exercises, and you may not know what they are, but we can go through those later, or you can Google them up yourself to find out what's going on. Now, let me just give you one more premise before this, which is, this is my second year doing this. Altogether, I've been going to this gym about 8 or 9 months. So I'm sure I did about 4 or 5 months the first year, and I'm in 3 months this year. So I quit. I went into physical therapy for my knee, and then my job changed, so my schedule changed, and I couldn't do it. And I finally came back about 1.5 years later. So I've had a break in between. But in the past 3 months, I've definitely lost about 10 pounds, more or less. All right, some weeks I'm good. Other weeks I have friends in and neighbors, family in from out of town, and then I go, in one weekend I can blow 3 weeks of work. But it's true. So first we do a warm-up. Now, in my mid-50s, it's hard for me to warm up. I hate getting up at the crack of dawn, 5 o'clock, to go for a 6 a.m. class, but that's what I have to do. Today's warm-up was 15 jumping jacks. Okay, we can do that. Then 15 squats, just right there you squat. And then 15 mountain climbers. And then 15 push-ups. And I think 5 burpees. And then a lap. So for them, a lap is 1/8 of a mile, and it's outside the gym, and you just run around in a circle and come back in. Okay? So that was the warm-up, and then we did it the second time. Okay? 15 jumping jacks, squats, push-ups, burpees. I think we did ropes. Maybe we did ropes. No, we didn't do ropes because everybody had to do the thing. But, okay, about 5 calisthenics and a lap of running. So by that time, I'm definitely awake, and I'm a little bit warmed up. I'm still not warmed up all the way so that I can run. So when I'm running, I keep my shoulders up like this. I try not to move them so much, and I'm kind of doing baby steps, and I'm not extending my legs all the way out, but I don't tire myself out before my heart rate gets up and my cardio gets up. So if you're like me and you have a bad knee and you can't really run, you don't want to stress yourself out too hard when you get started. And give yourself some time to get warmed up. Okay, so that's what I did, and I felt pretty good. The next is, it's a circuit training. So in this case, we had 8 stations, 2 exercises each, 2 minutes for each one. So let's see if I can remember them in order. So the first one we did were ropes. So we did the quick ropes, 30 of those, and then 10 push-up jacks. Okay, so that goes for 2 minutes. Switch stations. Next station is slam balls, and then sit-ups with the slam ball. So I use a 20-pound slam ball, and then sit-ups with the slam ball and press up. Then after that, we did renegade rows. So that's a push-up where you do these with the back arms, and then skull crushers. Okay, I generally run with the 12-pound weights because my aim is to be aerobic. I'm not trying to buff out. I want to lose weight, and I want to increase my cardio, and I want to increase my flexibility. So I want to be kind of Zen master, strong yoga. That's probably the best way to describe it. Then after that, we have the sled push. So then we have push the sled back and forth, 10 yards each, and then the crawlies. I don't know exactly what they're called. It's just that I hate doing them. It's walkouts. So you bend over, and then you walk out to the push-up position, do a push-up, and then you bring your legs back up, and then without standing up, then you crawl out to the next position. And that one is really tough for me. It's just I'm not constitutionally able to crawl. After that, we roll back to the next one, which is the rowing machines. So we do 30 reps on the rowing machines, and then we do the TRX rows where you're leaning back and you pull up this way. After that, we get to the kettlebell station, and then we do a deadlift. And all of these are basically 10 reps, except for the easy ones like the rowing machine and the ropes. So then we do the deadlift, and then we do the tea kettles. So tea kettle where you're like this and you lean over, get those obliques going. Then after that is jump ropes. So 30 jump ropes, and after the jump ropes, we do the back flies. So you're stretching a band like this. So you're getting a complete workout, and then I think the last station for us would be the presses with the lunges. So you lunge on each side and do the press, and I don't remember what the second exercise with that one was because by the time I got to that station, I was done. So there were 8 stations, and after each 4 of 2 minutes each, we run a lap. So we went through that, and then we did halfsies on the same thing, and that filled out the rest of the hour. So that's an example of circuit training where you're really getting cardio and strength training. Don't do a lot of flexibility. We stretch at the beginning, we stretch at the end, but that's kind of a workout that really fills your hour to the point where you are sweating through your shirt, you're breathing very hard, you got to take a knee sometimes between your exercises, and it just has to put you to your limit. And sometimes you just say, hey, look, I'm not going to finish all these 10 reps, or I'm not going to do 10 on each side, and I just have to pace myself and make sure I can get through this thing. You never want to wear yourself out to the point where you can't get up, okay? That would be horrible. But you do want to get a maximum out of your workout. And then all in for an hour, and then you're done. And then I tell you, every day I get up at 5 to go to this gym, I'm mad. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then I get through the warm-up, and then I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go. And then when I get into it, I can't lose. I can't lose. I have that competitive spirit where I'm just going to finish this exercise. I'm going to blow it out. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get through it. And everybody's giving each other high fives because it's that kind of community. And there's women and men, and young and old, really. And you go to your own pace and push yourself as hard as you can. When I'm done with that workout, I am done. I know I've done a workout. And then I give myself a day before I go again. I haven't really tried in a while to go 3 days straight. I may do that one of these days, but no time soon. Because I know that if I stay on that program and I stay on my diet, I will lose ½ pound a week. I will improve my cardio fitness. I will improve my muscle tone. And I'm cutting down this gut. And it works. It just works because I'm committed to it. And I go all in, and it becomes a habit, so that when I don't do it, I notice it. And I went to a big data conference on Saturday because I promised that I would go there. I registered for it and all that. And then I missed my morning workout, and I didn't do anything to take care of it, and it cost me £1 pound. And so I had to work extra hard, and I'm getting back down. But that is the second part, and I'll talk about other exercises that you can do that are part of this, in addition to the 10,000 steps per day, which I don't do, but I'm getting to the point where I may do that as well. So this is Michael David Cobb Bowen for Cobb Vision, Cosmopolitan EDC. Be prepared, because if you're not prepared, you know what happens.